Brothers and sisters, we need to understand the beauty and the blessing of extreme righteousness. I was in Namibia in September. I had a beautiful experience. Loved that place. If I had the money, I'd buy it. And I told the youth, pray to God before you dress. They looked at me. Ask him what outfit to put on. Should I wear this dress? Should I wear that suit? What shirt should I wear? What tie? And they said, this man is mad. I said, no, I'm not mad. I said, the way you look has an effect on people. Pray before you dress. Ask God what to wear. Pray to God before you go to the hairdresser. What hairstyle should I have? Pray. Because the Bible says, whether therefore ye eat or drink or whatsoever ye do, that is extreme. Do it how? To the glory of God. The next day I was doing one-on-one counseling. This young lady came to me. Nice young lady sat across from me, and I said, what's the problem? Well, Pastor, what about what you said? Pray for everything. I said, yes, that's not symbolic. It's not in Revelation. It's literal. Whether you do it, do all to the glory of God. That's literal. She said, and then she had a hairstyle. You know these things called add-ons or weave, whatever you call them? You add something that God didn't give you. Okay. And so she has a big head of, like a flower garden. And she said, is this sin? I said, well, let me ask you this. When you paid for that, were you thinking of God's glory? She looked at me. I said, were you conscious? Let me find a hairstyle that makes me look like a child of the King. Was that your thinking, or was your thinking, how can I look good? And she said, no, I wasn't thinking of God. I said, okay. I'm not telling you what to do, but you said you weren't thinking of God. The next night, the same night, I had to preach the crusade, of course. I would preach at night counseling the day. She came to the crusade. The thing was gone. I didn't recognize it. It was gone. Because clearly the Spirit of God convicted her. She took that stuff off, and her head returned to normal size. Extreme Christians. And my time is gone, so I can't get into what I want to get into. But my brothers and sisters, human beings hate to be different. That's a problem for young people in school. They don't want to be different, so they follow the crowd. We hate to be different. But we're called upon by God to be so different, our difference becomes extreme. And that extreme difference it flows from strict obedience to God's law. Whatever God says, I'll do. Simple way to live. Whatever God says, I'll do. How do I know what God says? I'm constantly studying His Word. Ye are the light of New Zealand. Ye are the light of the North Island, the South Island, and the little ones scattered in the ocean. If we give the wrong light, we lead people into a state of lostness. Today, in our speech, in everything we do, let us be guided by, do all to the glory of God. If someone calls that extreme, that's not your problem. Because the unbeliever will always view righteousness as extreme. How many of you will say with me, Father, help me to think of you first in all that I do? May I see your right hand, your honest right hand, hands down, heads bowed. Father in heaven, we thank you for this tremendous challenge you've placed before us. You are our Father, and as a good Father, you have high standards for us, even as earthly parents have high standards when they send their children to school.